A very good morning to all my children of K-Tech High School and Junior College. This is your teacher Nafisa Edinwala back with a new topic in grammar, composition, letter writing. Now you must be thinking, letter writing? How? Why? Why are we doing this topic? So children, let me tell you, this is a very interesting topic and you will love this session with me and you will learn many things because this topic, if you learn very well or you understand very well, it is really going to help you in long run. So this topic is very important, children. Now, you must have written letters to some people at some point of time, and they can be your relatives, friends, cousin, officers, editors, sometime, somewhere, at some point of time. Now, these letters we write to some known people as well as unknown people. And why do we write? Because we want to communicate with them. We want a favor from them. Now, let us see how many types of letters are there. Formal letters and informal letters. Now, children, formal letters are the letters you write to the people whom you don't know, like newspaper editors, uh, when you apply for a job, you write to a police inspector, you write to a mayor, you write to a prime minister. Personally, you don't know him, right? Neither he knows you. A municipal commissioner, because you want to communicate with them and at the same time, you want certain favors from them. You want them to help you out from solving particular issues. Now, informal letters, children, we write to our friends, families, cousins, neighbors, and they are friendly letters. So let's see why these letters are again important, children. Letter writing is an essential skill. Despite the prevalence of emails and text messages, everyone has to write letters at some point. Letters of complaint, job applications, thank you letters, letters requesting changes, or making suggestions. The list goes on and on. Now, encouraging children to write letters from early age will improve their communication, social, and handwriting skills and teach them what they need to know about writing and structuring letters. Now, as I told you, letter writing is very essential skill. Now, in today's world, when I'm talking about letter, it may sound very weird to you all. Ma'am, we write emails, we do WhatsApp messages. Why should we sit and write long letters? But children, these letters, when you write to people, they are very important and they help you somewhere at some point of time. Now, friendly letters you can write, it can be lengthy, it has no set formats. But when you write official letters, this becomes a document, first of all, right? And you are asking that person for certain favors, like when you write to an inspector, police officer, commissioner, that becomes a document. And one more thing, children, when you write letters, what happens? Your brain is activated. Means you start thinking, how am I to write? How should I put my words in proper order? You want to make your letters sound beautiful. So, what happens when you start doing that? The chain of thoughts starts forming in your mind. In that way, what happens? That is, your communication skill is improved, your memory is improved, your intellectual power increases, that is, and one more thing, your handwriting also is improved, and letter writing also teaches you what? How to frame sentence, that is structuring letters. And this letter writing, children are taught at a very young age because the list is very long. Now let's see what we are going to do. Informal letters. Now, to understand informal letters, we have to understand formal letters. Now, formal letter writing. Formal letter writing are written to whom? Yes, to officers, commissioners, applying for a job, to the principal, and here also the list is long. These letters follow a format or a template to write letter. They have a fixed format. Some letters are self-declared, some are provided by organization in particular format. The letters should sound professional and directly addressed to the concerned person. Now, formal letters, you directly write to the concerned person. It has to be very short. The content of the letter will be subjected to the concerned issue. You will only discuss the particular issue in the formal letter. It means that letters such as offer letters, appointment letters, employment letters, business letters, etc. come under this category. You just talk up to point, or you just communicate with a concerned person up to point. Nothing more. And one more thing, children, I would like to tell you is the language which you use in letter has to be very lucid, beautiful. No slang language. Your language, what you use, should be with due respect. Okay? Now, informal letters, here also the language has to be sweet, no slang language. That is the important criteria you have to keep in mind when you write letters. Letters which are addressed to someone personally are informal letters. They do not have designated format or pattern set by anyone. People, especially friends, relatives, and families, write informal letters mentioning their personal details to each other. They sometimes send letters by post and sometimes by emails. Now, informal letter examples, children. There could be many topics to write informal letters. Let's see here some of them are inviting a friend for a ceremony, say for a birthday party, calling a friend for a trip or a holiday means to spend a summer vacation or a Diwali vacation, children, asking sorry or apology to someone for the mistake you have done, maybe to your elders. At the same time, especially this letter of apology can be written to your teachers and to your boss, to your principal, apologizing for the mistake. or misbehaving with them. Writing just to ask for a well being of a person, invitation for marriage, asking help from someone, informing about someone's demise in family or friends. Demise is informing somebody about the death. Now, this is the format of informal letter. First, children, you have to start your letter writing your address. Now, the address always has to be on the left side. This is the new format which you have to take into your notice, that you start your letter, everything writing from the margin. First, your address with pin code, country, and your state, whatever it is. Then, below that, you write a date, then to whom you are writing, and then that is salutation, and then you start. It's a friendly informal letter, right? So you can inquire about the health or a well-being, or how are you feeling about writing the letter. But in formal letters you don't do that. You don't write to an officer, hello, how are you? No, it is only to the subject matter. Then this is where you write second paragraph, and third paragraph is ending. First paragraph, you can write brief about why you are writing a letter to the person. In the second paragraph, you can write the detail about the purpose. And in third paragraph, you conclude the letter by sending regards and love to the young ones. And with that, complimentary closing is with love, you're affectionately, and then you write your name. So this is very important, children. This is in informal letter. This letter can be very lengthy. Now, let's do one of the example of birthday party invitation letter. Now here, Subham is writing a letter to Karan. So Subham has written his address on the top, on the left side. Then the date, you have to write, children, the date on the day which you are writing a letter. And you can write your address, your name, your cousin's name. This is just an example letter where the names, I just wrote it according to my whims and fancies. So Subham is writing a letter to Karan. You can write to your friend. And in the end, you can write your name. Your address has to be on the top. The choice is totally yours, children. Dear Karan, it has been long time since I heard from you. Where you have been? I hope you are in a good health. That is the first paragraph. Second paragraph, the purpose of writing. Why you are writing this letter. I have decided to celebrate my birthday on 21st March in the evening in my house. I have arranged for a puppet show and some very interesting games. If you come to my birthday celebration, it would be a great pleasure for me. I have invited all our friends and I think you will really enjoy the party. That is the purpose. Means the purpose is that Subham is inviting Karan for a birthday party. And the last is concluding line is, I hope you don't have any big plans for that. Without you, my birthday celebration will be truly incomplete. Please do not disappoint me. I am really very excited to be with you on my special day. Hope to see you soon. Yours sincerely. Or you also can write your loving friend. Anything. Shubha. Now, the first part, well being is put up. I hope you're fine and all that. Second, Shubham is inviting his friend Karan for the birthday party, and the venue is what? His own home. That is where the birthday party will take place. And what are the arrangements for the birthday party being made by him? That is, he has arranged for the puppet, so then he is also inviting some friends, and they're going to play certain interesting games. And in the last, he says that very nice, a very touching line that my birthday celebration will be truly incomplete. Means if you don't come, I will be really missing you, and I will be missing something, right? That is the ending part is really beautiful. So this is the way you write birthday invitation, children. Second is letter of thanks. Now Abhinav is writing to his uncle. So Abhinav's address is put up over here with his father's name, right? Because he's a son after all, right? So the house address is with a person's name. Definitely Rakesh Shukla will be his father. Then there is a date, and then he's writing, respected uncle. I received your letter and a gift that you have sent me on my birthday. I became surprised and very happy to see my birthday gift. The wristwatch that you have sent looks very beautiful. All my friends have liked it very much. Dear uncle, I was badly in need of a watch. I was often late for school and I had to pay some fine every month. I am sure this watch will prove useful to me. It will stand me in good state. Means it will make me punctual. Very nice statement. During examination days, I shall keep it with care as a token of your love for me. I once again thank you for this nice present. Please give my kind regards to Aunt, your loving son, Abhinav. So he's thanking his uncle for sending him a birthday gift, that is a wristwatch. And then he is concluding his with regards, and in between the purpose is what, how this is going to help him. It will make him punctual because normally he is late for school and at times he has to pay fines. So this is a letter of thanks. Now we move on to third letter. Write a letter to your father seeking permission to join a school trip to Aurangabad. Give details like numbers of students and teachers going on a trip, what you will see, and the expenses. Now, maybe you are in a hostel or you're away from your parents, so you're writing a letter to your father, and your school has arranged for a trip. Now, your children, maybe if you're suppose, just imagine you're in a hostel. So, on the top, you will write the address of the hostel, the date, and you're writing to your father. So, you will always address with love, that is, dear daddy, or a right, or a father. You will not write the name of your father. Surprised to receive another letter so soon from a lazy boy like me. You can, if you're a girl, you can write girl. Yes, this is to ask a favor, your permission for something. Now, this is what a very nice start. Normally, you are so busy with your studies, you rarely write. So, your daddy is receiving another letter. So, you are asking me, are you surprised? Because I normally do not write. Now, what is the second paragraph? Why he is writing, the purpose? Our school has arranged a trip to Aurangabad for the students of Standard 8 during the Diwali break. About 50 students and 10 teachers are going on this trip. In fact, most of the students are going. I too would like to go. Here you are expressing your desire, your purpose of writing. Means you wish to go with them. Now you are going to write certain informations. The trip will leave on 21st December early morning and return on 26th evening. We will, of course, be visiting Ajanta and Ellora caves and other places of historical interest. The expense per student will be rupees 2000, inclusive of everything. Daddy, this will be my first long trip with my friends. Please give me permission. Now you're requesting your parent or your father to permit you. I assure you that I will be very careful and obedient. I enclose a leaflet with the details and the form which you will have to sign. Love to all of you. Will come to Mumbai after a trip. Your ever loving son Sonu. Now, this is the way you informed your father about the trip also, that there will be the teachers who will accompany you and the number of students and the places you are going to visit and the expenditure. Now, let's move on to the next letter. Write a letter to your cousin congratulating him or her on his or her brilliant success in SSC exams. Now, here Nishit is writing a letter to Neha. So, Nishit will write his address on the top, 16 Koregaon Park, Pune, with a pin code number and then the date and then to whom he is writing? Neha, the cousin. Everything on the left side. Keep this thing in mind, children. Hearty congratulations on this wonderful success. We are all extremely happy to know that you have come out with flying colors in the SSC examination. Flying colors means the colors are not flying with good marks, that means. I know that I have already called you and congratulated you. However, I felt that there should be something for the record. Yes, I told you letters are always recorded, or it becomes a document so that she can preserve. So this friendly letters also one can preserve, which you can pin up in your room along with other congratulatory notes. Hence, this letter, to tell you frankly, this news came as no surprise. It was not a surprise. I wasn't surprised when you got good marks. Why? Because Neha is really a very smart child, and everybody knows that she is very intelligent. We know how hard you have worked and how you have topped every exam that you appeared for. We are all really proud of you. Mama and Mami. Here it is in Hindi words are written. Mama, Mami, uncle and aunt. Must be very thrilled. We will be visiting you soon to congratulate you in person. Till then, bye. Your loving cousin, Nishit. Now, again, you're inviting your friend to spend a summer vacation. Here, Sakshi or Sakshan is writing a letter to Rudra. The address is on the top, right? They live in somewhere in Mumbai. Dear Rudra, it's been a while since I have heard from you. Where have you been? I hope this letter finds you in the best of your health. As summers are approaching, I was thinking if we could spend the summer break together at my place in Mumbai. I will introduce you to all my friends and close relatives. I will give you a city tour as well. We will spend some quality time in afternoon near the seesaw. To add cherry on the cake, the weather here is very pleasant during those days due to the sea winds. I'm excited even at the thought of you and I spending the summer together. After so long, I have to tell you a lot of things and expect the same from you. Give my regards to Auntie and Uncle. Hope to see you soon. Your loving Sakshi and Saksha. Now, Sakshi and Saksha is writing a letter to Rudra, inviting him to spend a summer vacation in Mumbai because these people live in Mumbai. And in the second paragraph, he is writing what? How they are going to enjoy, what they are going to do during summer vacation. So they are telling that we'll introduce you to many friends. Then take him around the city, showing many historical places. Even Mumbai has that, like Gateway of India. Then certain temples, I could say, children, and they are telling that they will spend quality time, best time, especially in the afternoon, evenings, and going by the seesaw, where there is a cool breeze blowing. The climate there is very pleasant. That is what adding a cherry to the cake. Normally, after summer seasons is very hot, but they're telling that here in Mumbai, because the Mumbai is located very close to the sea. Which sea, children? Arabian Sea. So it makes the climate pleasant in the evening. And what else they're telling him? That they are excited to be with him and they're hoping that he should visit and enjoy a quality time. And they're hoping to see him soon. Now, children, we are going to do formal letters. What is the formal letter format? It has a fixed pattern. First, addressee of the sender, who is writing the letter on the top, then date, and then the third is you write the address of a person to whom you are writing, then salutation, then subject, introduction part, the body, that is a purpose or why you are writing, what it is, conclusion, closing, and the name. It should be duly signed by the person. So the formal letter has a fixed format. And here also you can see everything I've written on the left side. So the letter which has a fixed format. Let's see what is the fixed format. Right? General format of the formal letter. You will write sender's address, means your address. A person who is writing a letter will write his or her address with a date. Then you will write an address to whom you are writing. Then you will write a subject, why you are writing, the matter, the concerned matter. Then you will introduce yourself to the subject and only the main points. It has to be very short. That is what you're going to write. Then you will conclude your letter thanking it, your faithfully, or you can write your sincerely, your truly, or your obediently. If you're writing to elder person like teachers and principal, you will write your obediently. Okay? And your name later on. Now let's see certain examples, children. And I told you formal letters are very, very short, up to point. Now you are down with malaria and you have been hospitalized. Write a letter to your class teacher. You may get to write to a principal also, asking for 5 days sick leave. Now you're writing home your own address, right? So here you will not write your home address. You're writing to your teacher. So here you will write in which class you are and your roll number and the school name. So Firoz Fotawala is writing a letter. His roll number is 2. He's in standard 8B, Ideal English High School. Just as I could have written KT. And then the date, and Firoz is writing to the class teacher. You may address to our principal sir also. Pune. Subject is application for sick leave. Respected sir, or you can say madam. If it's a lady, you write down madam. And always write respected, no dear over here, because it's an official formal letter and you must start with request because you're younger to that person. I am down with malaria and have been admitted to Sasan Hospital. It is quite a bad case, and the doctor says I will have to spend at least 5 days in hospital. Even after that, it will take me some time to recover. Please grant me at least 5 days sick leave. I hope to recover by then. If not, I shall inform you. Thanking you, your obedient student Firoz Fotawala. See, only the concerned matter is written. That means the child is asking for a leave. And he's saying that I will take 5 days. But if it is more, again you will be duly informed. Right? So this is just an official letter and the subject has to be written. Right? Application, it should be underlined. Now, next example, write a letter to a inspector of police of your local police station complaining against a loudspeaker nuisance in your area. Request him to put an end to this menace, which is adversely affecting the studies of the students. Now, Ishan is writing a letter to a police inspector. So here it's a person who is writing, it's not a school. So he is writing his address on the top with a date and to whom he is writing inspector of the police of his area. To the inspector of the police, GKG Mark Police Station, Kolhapur, and the subject is very important. Complain about loudspeaker. Here he writes, Sir. You can also write respected sir, but this is a formal letter. I would like to draw your attention to the growing abuse of loudspeaker in our area. The loudspeakers are used without least thought being given to the hardship caused to the people in general and students in particular. The constant blare of the loudspeakers drives students like me crazy and does not allow me to study peacefully. Our examinations are fast approaching and hence we need to study hard for them. I therefore earnestly appeal to you to take a prompt measures to put an end to this nuisance. Yours truly, Ishant Ingle. Now here it is direct concerned person is addressed, that there is certain loudspeaker being played. Especially it is normally it is played during festivals, right? And this Isan is getting disturbed because he has to appear for his exams. And definitely continuous loudspeakers playing disturbs you, right? It's played, first of all, it's played very loudly and it causes noise pollution. So he is requesting the police inspector, very nicely he's put up, earnestly. Appeal. He's appealing, requesting. Appeal is a new word for you all. So you must try to learn these new words. To take a prompt measures. Measures means actions. And put an end to this nuisance. Yes? Now let's see some other example. Let's see what it is coming up. Write a letter to your teacher apologizing for your misbehavior in the class. Again, Karan is writing a letter to the teacher. So here he will not write down his address. He will write down, he is in a school. So he will write down his roll number, his standard, and the school name, and the particular date. And he is writing to whom? Class teacher of the school. Bead, its address. The subject comes apology for misbehavior. He is apologizing, means saying sorry to his teacher. Respected madam. See, here again he's younger, so he's writing with due respect. So he's writing, respected madam. I, Karan Khanna, am extremely sorry for my behavior yesterday during your class and I'm thoroughly ashamed of myself. Somehow I got irritated with the way Jyoti was talking to me. Jyoti is a classmate. While you were teaching, I lost control and slapped her. This is something I should definitely not have done. Such an incident will never happen again. Now he's feeling very sorry. So he's apologizing that something he did very wrong by slapping his classmate. So that is only the concerned matter he is writing. Your obedient student, Karan Khanna. And now the next letter, Sachin Singh is writing a letter to the editor of a newspaper. He wants to bring his problem in front of the officers, municipal officers. So he's communicating with editor so that he will print this thing in his newspaper so that the municipal commissioner will come to know the problem of particular area when he reads this. So on the left side, he's writing his address, date, and he's writing to the editor. Definitely, editor will not solve his problem. The municipal commissioner will solve his problem. But through an editor, he wants that the message should reach the municipal commissioner. National Daily, Delhi. Subject is waterlogging in the locality. Sir, Madam, directly. Through the weekly column of your esteemed newspaper, I want to bring it to your kind notice of municipal corporation that a local resident of our area are facing a lot of difficulties from the past few weeks because of waterlogging. See, he wants this thing to be notified to whom? Municipal commissioner through his newspaper. He wants this letter should be printed. Keeping in view the upcoming monsoon season, the situation is expected to get worse due to the logging. Not only has water supply been disrupted, but the stagnant water has also become a breeding ground for mosquitoes, which is leading to many fatal diseases. Even after submitting multiple requests, the municipal authorities have paid no heed to our complaints. Hence, through this letter, I would like to draw your attention to these issues. Hopefully, through your paper, our problems will be addressed by the concerned authorities and our matter will be solved as early as possible. Thanking you, yours truly, Sachin Sinha. See, he has already, this letter shows that he has already approached municipal corporation, but the people in municipal corporation did not pay any heed. So he wants his letter to be printed in the newspaper so that others may also realize that the municipal commissioner or the people who are in authority are not playing their role efficiently. And there may be not only the problem in one area but many areas which a municipal commissioner needs to be informed about. Okay, now we move on to another letter, formal letter. Neha is writing again to the editor in chief complaining about potholes, that is khadde. So here she writes her address on the top, the date, and to the editor in chief, Hindustan Times. She is writing to the Hindustan Times, Mumbai. Potholes in our locality causing difficulties. Dear sir, with due respect, I would like to inform you that due to potholes in the road, we are facing a lot of difficulties in our area. Monsoon season has already started and few days ago and is increasing our problem. Means this problem has been ever increasing. There is a risk that the people might get hurt while driving on the roads. खड्डे में गिर जाते हैं ना scooters. Having potholes, especially with the children who play outside. Even for pedestrian, it has become quite difficult to walk through the road. Therefore, I wish to draw the attention to the concerned authorities with the help of your newspaper. Hopefully, you will be able to help us in drawing their attention and resolving this matter at the earliest. Thanking you, yours sincerely, Neha. See, here also she wants to bring her problem in front of municipal commissioner through the newspaper so that her issue is solved or the authorities authoritarians I would say should take actions against it. So thank you children, these were only the letters. There are many, but for you, this is a sample letters. You can get any topic. But this is the way you write letters. Once again, I tell you, it should start from the margin. The language you use should be very respectful, no slang language. Right? Thank you, children. And I want you all to copy these letters in your grammar composition book. Love you. Stay connected, children.